I've been in Change Happens for about 6 years, but the organization have been coming to Stoney Creek for over 10. So we keep bringing the kids back because the kids love Stoney Creek and we enjoy coming every summer. At the end of every session, the kids who have given their life to Christ get a chance to ring the bell. And for many kids, it might just seem like ringing the bell is just a fun thing to do, but I had the personal experience of witnessing my own daughter ring the bell and give her life to Christ.
I think every activity at camp holds a different lesson for every camper, whether that's even just conquering a fear or learning to trust God or even themselves. And some of them even just learning how to read the Bible for the first time is always fun to watch.
One of the things that I was intrigued by when I went was that, for the most part, I guess, facilitated by college students, and they were serious about the gospel. So when we went, it wasn't just, okay, they're having fun, jumping around, playing all the time. These were college students who actually knew the gospel and could explain it to a teenager or even a 9-year-old. And just sometimes when they would be having their activities or whatever have you, I would kind of just walk around and listen to conversations, and I could hear a 19-year-old student pouring into a 10-year-old, just sharing the gospel with them. And that's what I was amazed by. Everything else is like second nature.
In the summer, the main things that the students learn and we like to build on is their identity and purpose. For them to be able to know who they are and then what they were created for. And we want to know that we have something to offer to those around us and to society and community. And so when them knowing whose they are, God's children, and then knowing who they are in that relationship, that value and knowing that they have dignity, they have purpose, and there is power within them to make the changes that they so desire to see. I think those are probably some of the main things that we like to focus on.
There was a camper this past year while I was on leadership that I really got to connect with, and just a lot of things that he had been believing, a lot of things of how like a man should act or how he lives his life that were shaped by more of his environment and not by the gospel and how we're called to live our lives as Christians, though he was claiming to be a Christian. And so I just got to kind of walk with him through that in just the few short days that I got to really connect with him. It was really cool to see the change from the beginning of the week to the end of the week of how he's starting to view things, and even just getting to hear after he's gone home, like how he's changed to an extent. It's been really cool to see.
I come with Cornerstone every year to Stoney Creek, and I have been 8 straight years. All the counselors and how they treat everybody and how they represent God and how they show us how we should represent God away from camp. And I've learned so much at Stoney Creek about God that I didn't even know.
Something that influenced me to becoming a counselor was mostly because after my 3rd year of being a camper, they needed help in the kitchen. So the next 3 summers I was in the kitchen. After we were done with dinner and meal preps, we would go out and then we would go in and do Bible study with these kids and do these activities, get to learn these kids, And I realized, Stoney Creek really influenced me as a child, to grow my relationship in Christ. There are people like us who want to come back and show them, this is what they did to us, so let me show you the same way and the same steps that they were able to go through.
Our week at Stoney Creek always helps us create friendships and bonds with our campers that last throughout the year, and we truly get deeper in their relationships with Christ, and they start to realize that we're really there for them and that they can come to us with anything.
I want to thank everybody for attending tonight. Next we will have a live auction and Paddles Up. These funds will help Stoney Creek Ranch underwrite our Urban Youth Initiative to send 2,000 kids to camp every summer. Please open your hearts and support this ministry. Thank you.